And there goes my favorite helicopter, the Mohawk. I truly, truly love flying that thing. It's awesome. I call it the Mighty Mohawk, but here I am in the Taru. Contra rotating main rotor blades. Pretty cool feature, I have to say. Makes it a breeze to fly. Not to mention it's got gobs of power. I like to fly the enclosed cab version of it, not the open seating arrangement that is available to you in King of the Hill, because that offers absolutely no protection to its occupants. I would say, in fact, it probably offers even less protection than a Hummingbird, because people on the left side can get shot from the right side still, or there's a little bit more protection in the Hummingbird. This guy's trying to figure it all out. Okay. Wait for him to get in. Slowly losing my patience. Okay, we're gonna go. Alright, so yeah, really nice helicopter to fly here. Lots of power. A little strange though. Speaking of power, when you go anything, now remember, if you look at the top of my screen, you can see my gauge cluster. On the right side of the gauge cluster, there's a vertical speed indicator. It's got that arrow that's resting right around 0. The white bar on the right side of it, it's moving right now. Anytime that gets below 50%, the pedals have the opposite effect than you would expect. So on power out, I'm rolling to the right, and I'm using left pedal now to rotate the nose to the right. Very counterintuitive. Go, go, go. Guys, I was taking those shots from Tower 2. Everybody that just landed in the Taru. 2 enemies, Tower 2. Okay, so I was talking about the weird effects of the Taru when you have less than 50% power. So I neglected to talk you through that last landing. I apologize. But I'll demonstrate that landing type when I get back over here to the spawn. So, like usual, I offset. Gives you a little bit of space and time to bleed off your excess energy. Start at the 2 to 3 o'clock position. I usually put it off my right side. I'll land in front of the pavilion. So I power off, I roll it over, and I start pulling back. If I need to bring the nose over, I add that opposite pedal. This thing's got so much power, you can just kind of use it as needed to maintain your altitude or arrest movement in different directions. Oh, come on, don't hit me. Yeah, this thing's got so much power that you can keep a lot of speed going into your LZ, and then just crank the power up to almost immediately arrest your descent rate. Another nice thing about the Taru is that you don't have a tail rotor, so you don't have to really worry about tail strikes at all. You can bump the tail boom back there. You can land on the tail boom and it'll be fine. This helicopter can land pretty hard and walk away, unlike the what's going on out there? Another Black Hawk, shit. Unlike the Huron, which you can't land hard without adverse effects. Don't jump yet. Not yet, guys, not yet. That's funny. I keep getting tactical insertions for people who are killing themselves. I do use auto hover on this one. It's nice knowing I don't have to worry about the tail back there. This helicopter does seem to be a rocket magnet. Those of you who jumped out of the Taru, your friends who stayed in made it to the AO, FYI. It's annoying when people lose their nerve. Yeah, the thought there, flying out underneath the Ghost Hawk, was I kind of lost my situational awareness and didn't realize that the Ghost Hawk was actually out over the water, and I was thinking that they were orbiting, so they might be opposite of me by the time I made it out there. And then I noticed him, so I just kept flying through, and I wanted to fly underneath of him to get out of his line of fire. Okay, I rolled it over. Adding, whoa, jeez. Who was that? Rude. Alright, we got one person. That's good enough for me. So here I'll do that 50% power thing with the Taru. So I'm below 50% power, pitch back here to maintain my altitude, and I'm going to go left pedal and look what happens. So left pedal, really not much is happening, but you can see that that was a really bad demonstration. There we go, that was left pedal. Now I'm swinging to the right for some reason. Still swinging to the right. Now it's going to be right pedal. The nose swings to the left. Why does it do that? I have no idea. Stand by. Ramos for landing. Go. That was one of those instances where I was imagining my LZ as it came out of view, and got a little hairy there. I'm honestly surprised that I didn't crash, to be honest with you. Definitely not the nicest one. Sometimes I'll accept fire, incoming fire, for a landing, depending on how accurate it feels. Sometimes I'm already committed to the landing. Power's coming out, nose is coming up. Left pedal is coming in to facilitate that right rotation. I'm going to S-turn and bring it back over here to the left. Now I'm transitioning to right pedal. This helicopter really flies like a pendulum. I've centered my pedals, and now I'm just using the pendulum effect with throttle and cyclic. Okay, back to pedals now. When you got power on, you can use the pedals a little bit more effectively, but when power's off, the pedals are almost useless. unless you can remember to use opposite head pedal movement. So I will go 5 degrees nose up, which will give me that hover attitude. 10 degrees nose up, start accelerating backwards here. Pedal turn to the left, neutralize my pedal. There we go. Taru is really easy to fly, guys. As long as you can remember that silly kink with the pedals and the power when you get below 50% or when you have no power on. Very easy to fly. So much power that you just it's one of your flight controls that you can use to your benefit. Whereas in some other helicopters, it's almost like a liability. Ghost Hawk, bastard. Rolling it over. I haven't used any pedals this time. Go, go, go. Oh, almost took a rocket there. The guy made it out okay, that's good. Whew, man, that was rough. Okay, board is green, but I'm leaking fuel. So, if I can make it back in time, we might be okay. This thing has some really nice auto-rotation characteristics. Okay, yeah, so that one, I knew the Ghost Hawk was going to be shooting at me, but I was pretty much putting a little bit too much faith in the fact that I didn't think that gunner was going to be very accurate. Pointed the helicopter away to protect myself from getting shot out of the cockpit by the Ghost Hawk. Just kind of picked a landing spot that looked like the main rotors would fit into. And you noticed I don't think I landed fully on that last one. I just kind of did like a low hover type deal, which I like to do in most of the helicopters, but especially effective in this helicopter. I don't think I've ever been bumped. I don't think I've ever been bumped in the Taru before and knocked out of control. Hey, what's up, little egg? Doing another recording, man. Little Egg is another, well, I shouldn't say another, he is a fantastic pilot, regardless of anybody else out there. He himself is excellent at flying an ARMA, and you'll see whenever you get a chance to fly with him what I mean. That's him right there. So, here I am, nice and ground effect hover with the other pilots here. Unlike them now, I can taxi, so I'll turn the brakes off, I'll set her down. Helicopter has some weird... Oh shit, are you kidding me? Oh, it sucks. That other pilot hit my rotor blades. Engine off. Field repair it. Engine's coming back on. Oh, the Taru? No, man. That other pilot, I think he hit my main rotor blades here. Knocked him off. Okay, the Taru. What is going on here? if my engine's not running. Sometimes you get this strange behavior. This thing's probably going to blow up when I jump back in it. I've seen a glitch like this before. This will be interesting. Oh. My power has no effect. Hey guys, get in the helicopter with a little egg. This helicopter's having some issues. It's bugged out. Hey, little egg, hang tight, man. These guys are going to get in with you. My helicopter's broken. Alright, well guys, I'll be right back. I gotta figure this out. Okay, I just used the regular get out animation, and I came back in and turned it on. So let's see how this works out. Engine noise is coming online, that's good. Alright, I'm happy with that. Okay, and we're off. Now, this is probably one of the very few helicopters that doesn't require smooth, easy power inputs. You can sit here and crank up and down on the power all day long, and the helicopter will just bounce around the sky. I'll demonstrate. You see that? This thing just has gobs of power. You could not do that in another helicopter, and one, not have it yaw adversely to the left and to the right, and two, not droop the main rotor head. Power's coming out nice and smooth, just out of habit. I'm going to initiate a right roll here. I don't have any pedal input yet. I'm flying the pendulum. This also, when I put it out the right side, gives me a good look at everything. I'm going to slide it in right there. Auto hover's on to help me control. Go, go, go. Okay, so I rolled the helicopter over onto its side. Bled off some energy there. I told you I didn't use any pedal input for that because this helicopter really truly flies like a pendulum. So if you just imagine it like a pendulum, you can kind of intuitively handle the helicopter very, very easily. So that's what I did. I didn't put in any pedal input until I decided to do that side slip into that little LZ that I picked for myself. And again, the nice thing about that is that I know that my main rotor is nice and high off the ground, and I don't have a tail rotor to contend with, so I picked that LZ, knowing that my main rotor would fit into it, and auto hovered on, and you know, just kind of played with my power to make sure that I didn't hit the deck. I'm watching you, little egg. Don't blow up. Oh God, where'd it go? Oh shit. I was waiting to see the flames and an explosion and smoke. I've known that dude for a long time. He's good shit. He's peeking me. I feel like he's a scout helicopter or something. Okay guys, I'm going to cut this recording until I'm ready to head back into the AO. Maybe. Let's see here. Alright, Richie, I'm on to you, man. I was on video, dude. What an asshole. Yeah, I don't know if other pilots think it's funny or if they're jealous or what, but you get that once in a while where these pilots will just come in and knock your rotor off. I have half a mind to send that video to a admin, but honest truth of the matter is I'm just way too lazy for something like that. Oh, nice. Nice little egg. I was half expecting that guy to do it too. I'll be your marshal. That'd be funny if we could do marshalling signals. Okay, guys. Stop this recording until I get some passengers. Okay, guys. Sorry, I forgot to start my recording there. I got one passenger. We're flying into the AO. Looks like we got a pretty good handle on the AO at the moment, which is nice. Alright, Tim Schultz, stand by for landing. Flying the pendulum. I rolled over to its red side so I can get a good look at the AO here. Adding in power, almost all my power now. Still no pedal. Getting some pain from Tower 2 area, auto hover's on. Go. Just a gap in the trees is all I need with this helicopter. You always have the, you're welcome, Tim. Always have the power to get into and out of most situations. Closing my ramp. Rolling over on its left side here and pulling straight back. There goes all my energy straight into the rotor head, adding my power as needed. Okay, alright. Well, we'll just taxi into position here then. There's one paying fare. Looks like, well, nope, he's going to Little Egg. I'm cool with that. Little Egg is good shit. You could have all the passengers. They'll be safe. Alright, 3 and no more coming. There's Richie, the asshole. Hopefully I have a repeat of last time. I get my guy into a nice tight spot. Everybody lives. Looks like an enemy truck right there. Yep. Going to extend away from that. He was shooting at the other helicopter that just went by. Now he's shooting at me. He's constantly turning. Makes it very difficult for him to shoot me down. So don't jump or you'll die. Everything's off my right side. It's easier for me that way in this helicopter. I'm going to carry my energy over here to the other side of the AO. Stand by for landing. It's going to be next to that. Just pull back. Auto rotation. Keep my nose up until I've arrested all my shit. Go. And they all jumped out. And died, apparently. No, actually, that was a... Hey, Lewis, man, there's somebody in that brick building where the Lewis guy's dead. I don't think I just made any sense. Okay, now we're leaking fuel, so gotta get back there. Just slowly lowering my collective, which is my power setting, and smoothly pulling back in the cyclic to maintain my altitude. Alright, I'm going to roll over here to the right, add in some power to maintain altitude. Kind of sliding into my turn, that's okay. It's not really coordinated. Using a little right pedal now, left pedal to bring my nose over, set down. Let's see where Richie goes. Maybe he gets these guys down safe. Right in front of Tower 4. That's good. That's really good. See if any of them die there. None of them died, so I might end up going there myself. So long as Richie doesn't knock the top off my helicopter when I land over here on his way back. Oh, looks like we got another asshole in the spawn here. I'm going to open my ramp. I got to get a good look here for a reference point, but if I open my ramp and hang it off into the pavilion there, my reference point will be one of those patches of grass. So as far as I can tell, my back end is hanging straight into the pavilion. bet Richie's pissed right now. It's another good time for auto hover. Helps me not lose control in situations like this where I'm not used to certain.
Okay, boys, jump forward the base. If you need respawn, do it. Flying for 15 seconds.
Pretty sure that Mohawk bumped me on its way out. Surprisingly, didn't knock my top off. All right, James Schaefer's getting the VIP experience. Too many helicopters. I hate when the spawn gets that way. It's just, if I get a passenger, and if you get a passenger, you should just go. Because believe me, they got plenty of options back there. I hate that when trees spawn in like that. James Schaefer, this is going to end up being a landing. Stand by. Alright, so everything's going to be off my left side this time. I just saw somebody wrote 2 tangos going up 4, so I won't land at the bottom of 4. I'm going to land over here at the edge of the AO. Power's out, rolling it over. There goes all the energy. Auto hover's on. Bear nice and down easy. Okay, he's out. And I'm gone. Hopefully I don't get killed. Alright, made it out. Hey, okay. James Schaefer is still alive. Okay, the board is green, no fuel leaks. Closing my ramp. All cleaned up for landing. No pedal movement, just using cyclic only right now and power. Now I'm adding in my pedal to coordinate that turn in the last little bit here. Okay, get one more here and we'll go. I forgot how fun this helicopter was to fly. Yeah, what makes it fun is that you can pick a spot. As long as you can visualize the helicopter sitting there in that spot, it's very easy to get it down there. You can just manhandle this thing as much as you need to get it to go. I like to get it right over the spot and then I put on auto hover. That way I'm not having to concentrate too much on the finite movements required for hover in that last moment, especially if I'm getting shot at. Stand by for landing, guys. I'm pretty much just going to do a repeat of last time here. Rolled over outside, try and look into it as much as possible. There's my LZ. You can see I'm doing a lot of cyclic inputs. Passengers are relatively safe back there. No tail rotor. Go. Safix, go.
Head Ross, why did you kill me?
Full power and fly out.
Head Ross, you made a team kill.
Pretty sure I hit the whip antenna on the top of that building.
Buddy, you killed me.
Yeah, Taru's kind of weird because you got a lot of visibility, and yet you don't. This panel is so big.
Yeah, boys, drop already base.
Oh yay! The land of many helos. See? Like, it's a very, very wide panel. Power's coming in. Kind of mushing my way through the turn. I'm just going to kind of stay airborne here until some of those helicopters get out of the way. Using a little bit of right pedal now to coordinate the turn. I know the turn's coordinated when that little white dot on my vertical speed indicator, it lines up with the top of that vertical bar. That white dot pretty much correlates to the pipper, which is that ball that floats around on the horizon out there. Okay. Spoke too soon. See, isn't that funny? Two or three other helicopters here, and he's gotta make sure he gets every last person at the spawn. Like, that's pointless. Now, if he gets shot down, everybody dies. It's called diversifying. Oh shit! Never fails. Never frickin' fails. Watch this guy get in the pilot seat. Yeah. That's funny. There used to be a time where you couldn't kick people out. Imagine how infuriating that was. He's a level 15. He should know better, but whatever. Ramp is down. I'm okay with that. Scooting closer here. Just going to pull into a small hover here. I can't rotate on the ground with the wheels because aircraft is on a hill. Can't just pivot in one spot without the helicopter doing all sorts of crazy stuff. There goes Arda. It's okay. There goes my friend Little Egg for what I'm sure will be a dope-ass landing. Gotta keep an eye on these people, man. I don't trust any one of these players as far as I could throw them. I feel like Art is up to no good right now.
I ordered pizza. I figured we could watch a movie here.
Okay. That sounds good. What do you want to watch?
I don't know. I'm gonna look right now. I ordered half pepperoni, half sausage, and then jalapenos and red onions on the whole thing.
I need to go get some alcohol.
Some verse. Oh,
Yeah?
we don't have any. Or we should drink that Guinness.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, Guinness.
Okay, sorry about that. I had to turn my mic off here for a second. My wife was talking to me. We are eating pizza tonight, you probably just heard. Okay.
You've got to answer the door when they come.
Okay, that's fine. Again with my wife. Alright, Aces, stand by for landing. It looks like we got a lot of friends over here in the Tower 3 area, so... Also looks like we had an enemy helicopter land over here. I'm going to put it down in this little courtyard right here. Power's coming in now. Well, it's power out for most of that. Auto hover's on. Slide left for the main rotors. Tactical insertion done. Power's on. Pitch forward. Aces is with some friends. I think I was a little high when he jumped out, so he probably got his legs hurt, but he's fine. Okay, I got a pretty bad fuel leak going on right now, which means this is going to be an auto rotation. So at this point, I'm planning for it, so I'm going to fly as if... Actually, I'm just going to initiate my landing. I'm landing at opening where the pipper is on right now. There it is. There goes the engine. Pitch back, keep that energy up. You're auto-rotating right now. Wind is coming up through the blades. I'm just adding power slowly to cushion the landing. And there it is.
Yeah, boys, drop away the base. Flying in 15 seconds, alright? If you need to respawn, do it.
There's old Little Egg. Coming to make sure I'm alright. What's up, Little Egg? I'm alright. Lost all my fuel. Somewhat peaceful out here. Alright, I'm gonna forego treating myself since when you land at the repair pit, it does it automatically. I love the way these blades look when they start up. Pedal turn to the left. Keep the rotor disc level. Rest my rotation with a little opposite pedal. Alright, keeping a nice steady power input here. Just about 70% power. Just let the helicopter accelerate on its own. I'm looking for the repair pit. Oh, I flew right past it. Nope. Started a little adverse yaw there. I brought it back over here to the left with some pedal. Okay, so I don't have a lot of speed on, which means that this should be a pretty easy landing. I just come in nice and straight and smooth. Be like a real helicopter here.
Shit!
Adding power in slowly to arrest my descent rate and slow me down. Alright. I know, I totally agree with Sapphics down there. Do a right side slip right now, so I'm holding left pedal. Now I'm bringing the cyclic over, that coordinates my turn. Right pedal. Increasing my right pedal, swinging around to the right. Too many helicopters, so I'm just kind of trying to bring it over here to see what I'm working with down there. Get out of everybody's way. Somebody just blew up. Level out the rotor here, slow down. Brakes are coming off. That way I can roll when I hit the ground. Brakes are on. It's kind of cool. You can still affect the helicopter pretty good by just moving the cyclic right here on the ground. If I had third person, I could show you the main rotor. It'd be tilting in all the different directions I was pointing the cyclic. Alright, John Killer just hopped in, so we will proceed. Well, looks like we don't have the AAO very much. Probably going to put it in right there. Okay, John Killer, stand by for landing. I'm going to do an S-turn this time, rolling it to the left. Rolling it to the right. See my LZ just beyond those dead bodies, so that's comforting. I'm going to commit anyway. Auto hover's on. Visualizing my main rotors. Visualizing the area around my main rotors. Go. They're off and I'm out. I put it right here, which is pretty impressive. I actually wanted to go right there, so I actually missed my LZ, but it worked out. Again, it comes back to if you see a spot that you can put it in, well, you can probably put it there. Unlike the Huron, which is so big that if you see a spot, it's still probably not big enough. Yeah, and the Huron hangs out way behind you, at least in this aircraft. Most of the aircraft is under the rotor arc itself, which is really helpful when planning your landing zones. Alright. I think I'm on the hardcore server that doesn't allow this, so we'll see if I actually get an indication of where that is. A lot of dead people here, but we got friendlies coming. Alright, it's good enough for now. We'll go.
I'm gonna watch a scary movie.
Okay. What are we watching?
Annabelle.
Annabelle. What
It's based off of the Conjuring movies. You remember that doll?
Yeah.
It's based off of that doll.
Oh. Shaping up to be a good night. Cool. Movie night with the wife. Stand by for landing, guys. Pretty sure I'm taking that from Tower 2. Auto hover's on. Just hit the tail on that building. Go, go, go. Whew, that was rough. A little rough. I was getting shot at, and I also hit the tail on the building, but if that had been any other helicopter, it would have been a tail strike and it spun out of control and died. Instead, I hit the tail and just pitched the aircraft forward, kind of without much fuss. So quickly recovered. Everything was good. So, bled off a lot of energy right there just by holding altitude and pulling back the old-fashioned way. Which means that when I come in for this landing, I can just bring it in nice and easy. Everybody can land like this. But it's landings like this that get you shot and killed. Or exploded. Alright, I'm going to initiate a left pedal turn, maintaining my position over the ground, which means a little bit of a dance with the cyclic. Alright, arrest with right pedal and set down. That's a cool name, Grim Pixel. I like it. Alright, 2 paying fares. Here we go. I'm thinking about landing it on the forest road. There's always some creeper in the forest though, so I don't know. I'm going to overfly it, take a look. If I like it, we'll land there. If I don't like it, then I'll probably just put it down somewhere inside of town, close to those friendlies. Stand by for landing, you two in the back of the Taru. Stand by for landing. That's Ramos and Grim Pixel. Stand by. Alright, I'm calling it. I like it. Somebody just tried to grenade me. Auto hover's on. Oof, shit. That sucked. That's what I get. I might be able to recover from this. Kind of got my friendlies flanking me on both sides, which is comforting. Kind of curious what oh, yep, okay, that's the tree right there. Sometimes, because I have the wheels. Okay, alright, well, it blew up because that rotor was in the tree. Sometimes it'll do that. You'll repair it and it'll just blow up a couple seconds later. What I was saying is that sometimes, because of the wheels, I can roll right out of a situation where the rotors are going to hit something when I start up. As long... Oh, I brought the wrong one. I hate that Taru. Dang it, that sucks. As long as I can roll it away in a straight line. But I don't think I was going to be able to pull it off in that one. But it ended up not even mattering in the end. My only regret with the Taru is that it can't sling load because it would be such a dope slinger. Slinger of dope. Personally, I think the Taru is a really, really cool looking helicopter. I gotta try to get in the co-pilot seat, and he couldn't because he doesn't have the helicopters DLC. Hey man, if you hop in the back, you'll be able to get in. Alright, looks like this guy's not interested in leaving, so we're gonna go with this. Oh, lovely level 3 behind me. Who apparently can actually listen to instructions.
One is of a dead body.
So we'll see how this next one goes. I'm just gonna bleed off all my energy out here the old-fashioned way. See, power's out and pitching up. Get some oscillations in the Taru when you do this, and I don't know why. Try as you might to overcome them. And he just jumped. Whoops. Probably should have told him it was going to be a landing because he just died. It's funny because I still get a tactical insertion. Anything below 100. So, truly it's no loss to me, other than the fact that it makes me upset for my team. You know, now it's one less guy at the fight. I want to see my people succeed. Got some dudes waiting for a ride here. That was my tail hitting the ground before my wheels. Not good. The jinx. Looks like we're only going to get 2 people here. Front wheel's off the ground, 2 wheels on the back are pivoting. That's alright. Who rammed you, little egg? Alright, Yola and Druids. This is Druids. This is going to be a landing in the Taru. Stand by for landing.
Ja, freilich, machen wir schon.
No idea what that guy just said. probably something mean and hurtful. And despite my instruction, they jumped. Visualizing, visualizing. Ah, it was all bad. So I was taking a lot of shots on that one, which I accepted because they were close and they were off my right side. But I felt like there was enough cover in the immediate area for my passenger when he disembarked to find and take. And also, I put a lot of faith in the helicopter protecting me from the guy who was shooting, since I was, after all, sitting on the left side and not the right side where he'd have a better shot at me. In the end, all that didn't matter because I crashed. And, yeah, well, you saw it with your own eyes. Crashes happen, especially when pilots make bad decisions. Alright, I'm going to give this thing a go since I bought it already. I don't normally like to fly this helicopter. Again, it provides almost no cover whatsoever to passengers, but we'll see. I would say this is a better pair jumping platform than anything. So I really got to think about where I'm going to put this thing down. A lot of dead people over here. Maybe might try the forest again. I know I can set it down right here. Hello again, little egg. Oh, just bumped him. I hope I didn't just knock you down, man. My bad. Okay, so unlike before where I was taking shots and not really giving it too much concern, even shots from a distance can really tear these guys up behind me, so I'm going to bring it in low. I'm going to bleed off most of my energy before the AO. Except I am totally in the wrong spot here. So I was going to bring it in to the other side of the AO. Hey, you guys here in the back of the Taru on the benches, stand by. Power's coming out, bleeding my energy. Auto hover's on. Oh. That was rough. That was rough. Looks like everybody made it off okay though. That's all I really care about. Yeah, I was flaring so much because I didn't want to run into those trees that my tail hit the ground. Again, going back to the design of this helicopter that just saved my life. The tail rotor, non-existent, didn't ever strike the ground. So no loss of tail rotor, which means I still had control, which means I was able to fly away. Oh man, board is red. I'm losing fuel. This will be an auto rotation. Setting up for the auto now. Got power lines up ahead. There it is. I might be able to bring it right into the repair pit. Brakes are off.
We're going to jump, guys.
Alright, I'll take it. Sweet.
Close enemy, close enemy.
Okay. I'm waiting to see the helicopter explode.
Let's go. Damn, I'm down from back 6 o'clock.
Okay, I got one. Maybe I'll wait and see if we get another. Alright, that's good enough. There's another helicopter, we'll go.
Come on guys, please survive. It was the first priority.
So again, I'm thinking of the crappy conditions back there
I'm talking about the next, not camping.
for those guys. Consult the map here to see.
Camping.
Everything over there is total shit. I might try back here.
That's what I'm talking about. If we get alive, all of us, it's gonna be, much easier.
Guys, use the tall grass for your concealment.
And you are down, yeah?
There's people in that yellow building. Go, go,
You
go.
are there. Yeah. Well, if you believe it, so do it. What are you waiting for? Where is that?
The biggest concern is avoiding gunfire when you're flying this type of Taru. And if you do take gunfire, unfortunately,
Respawning?
the best thing to do is to shield everybody behind you with the cockpit itself,
I'm gonna come with you.
which is difficult given the fact that these things flare when you have to bring it in for a landing, which means that they're all hanging out down below you and they're still visible anyway. You guys recognize this area, I'm sure. Brakes are on. Cobra Strike's a smart one, man. He just got me what is that seat? Crew chief seat, which means he's less likely to get killed. Just heard an explosion. I see dead bodies. That sucks. That might have been the other helicopter that just took off.
I'm gonna fly.
Yeah, they're talking crap there in the chat.
Well, if they keep doing this, I will.
Okay, guys, stand by for landing. This will be S-turn type. Ooh, that was rough. Oh, little egg. So yeah, you saw back there I did a little S-turn, and then coming off the tail end of the S, I had a nice good visual of where I wanted to land, which I hadn't actually picked out in my head until the very last second there. It pretty much was just going to be like whatever looked good was where I was going to set her down, and which I did, and that's probably why it looks so abrupt and rough. But that auto hover really helped me out there at the last second. Keep everything nice and level. Probably put it down as hard as this thing will take it. But yeah, she survived, so.
The sniper position exactly knows.
Oh, bummer. Gosh dang it. Oh, you guys, give me a second. I gotta get this helicopter started back up. There it is. What's going on here? It's like I have no... Hey guys, get in the other helicopter. This one's broken. There we go. Sometimes this helicopter glitches out after a freaking rotor strike. I don't know what it is, man. So,
Come on, dude, it's too far.
I kind of have my LZ picked out in my head. That's interesting. Somebody just said it was too far.
Just telling you, we will be all dead until we arrive there.
Hey guys, stand by. I'll pick you up. Come to the back side of the forest. I'll pick you up if I got room. Oh, never mind.
What?
You guys here in the Taru, stay put. Stay put for the Taru. We're only picking these guys up to bring them into the AO. Okay, that's funny. I should have known better. Oh, fuck it. They can all go. Not a big deal, I guess, in the end. Oh man, what a joke. That's right, little egg.
What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah.
Two Guns is another friend of mine. This guy I like to run with on the ground quite a bit.
Thanks, man.
And sometimes when I fly in the Hellcat, he provides me the gracious co-pilot support by spotting for me, which is really helpful. What's up, Guns?
Hey man, how are you?
I'm good. I probably won't be on for much longer, unfortunately. I'll watch a movie and eat dinner with the wife.
You gonna go picked up?
Oh yeah. This is all on the recording, man. You're in.
Guys.
I made it.
Bleeding my energy. A lot of friendlies over here. Full right pedal now to side slip. Keeping my nose pointed to the AO. Absorb the impacts of those bullets. Go, go, go. Oh, Pedri, you were supposed to go, man. Stand by. Pedri, jump, jump, jump.
I'm gonna be here in a minute.
Okay.
So, and then I just put it on the card, so you can leave the tip on the card.
Did you say I need to leave him a tip?
On the card, yeah.
Oh.
Sign it.
Okay.
Sign the receipt. Just leave like $2 or $3.
Okay. Alright guys, this will probably be one of my last runs. Still have a guy there on the back bench, but that's alright. He must be AFK.
Sniper's down.
Alright, I gotta go guys. It was fun flying with you. I'll talk to you guys later. This is Ender. Until next time, I'm out.